I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station, the home of the 5-minute or less video. I don't like to bore you. I know all the information up here, and I'd like to give it to you. Many of you have come to me from watching all my news clips on major TV. I appreciate you listening to those, and you can see those in my whole cast of characters of former IRS agents right here on my 777 IRS.com. I have a whole team of these agents that help you resolve your problem. We are probably one of the most experienced firms in the country. I worked at IRS for a decade. I have worked about 10,000 cases, and combined, my firm has about 250 years of direct work experience. You can see my information below. Today, what I want to talk to you about is tipping. IRS has a new form of catching people who do not report their tips, and you need to be aware of that. There's a new thing called the Service Industry Tip Compliant Agreement, or Act, that IRS has, and what IRS is trying to do is they're trying to crack down on tips. See, when you go in now to the store or to a local place to eat, are you noticing that you have to go ahead and they're giving you that tip option to get 15, 20, 25%? Well, IRS has a big influence on that because they want to have all tips reported. IRS probably loses, I don't know, I'd say maybe, I'm guessing about $50 billion of tip income across the United States, and they want to capture that. Remember that all that information that you leave on that pad eventually goes to the restaurant and to the credit card, and IRS has access to the credit card, and it has access, in fact, to the restaurant record. So if you are a restaurant worker or in the industry of getting tips, and you see these new platforms being used, it's all to help you pay your taxes. Isn't that sad? Uncle Sam is intruding in every area of your life to make sure you pay tax. So if you are by the way, if you notice, people are so off now to leave a 15, 20, 22%. Most people aren't leaving cash anymore. That's all a big effort by the government to make sure you go ahead and pay all your taxes and all your tips. And IRS is going to be cracking down. The Biden administration has let IRS know that they want to crack down on tip income. So be very careful. In the olden days when I worked, all of us used to get a lot of cash for tips. Not anymore. Make sure you report all your tip income because IRS is going to be on high alert for it. If this video is good or helpful to you, please go ahead and give me a subscription. But you can look that up by the Service Industry Tip, is it called, Compliance Agreement or Act. Look it up, find out what it is. But if you are in any industry that requires tips, you are going to find out you're going to be more apt for an audit if the records don't match up. And if you do get audited, here we are. Thank you very much. You see me below. Thank you for the subscription.